Welcome to Bill and Jalen's NBA Playoffs Preview.
Bill and Jalen's Playoff Preview. We like to ask complicated questions, so here's a good one. Phoenix? Phoenix? Phoenix! Phoenix! We did our preseason preview, and we picked Phoenix to be the second worst team in the league.
Whoa.
Las Vegas had the over-under for wins for them.
Time out.
Las Vegas had the over-under for wins for them.
Time out.
19.5.
Okay.
Okay, guys.
You in Las Vegas picked Phoenix to have the worst record.
It must be nice to be you. It must be nice to be you. Just divest yourself whenever it goes wrong. I didn't write those. Phoenix, 50 wins. They got half of a season from Eric Bledsoe. It's not like it was not like you could be like Dragic and Bledsoe. That's why they did this. Bledsoe missed half the season. I think we use the word surprising and unbelievable too much. I think this is one of the most surprising things that's happened in the recent history of the NBA. 50 wins for this Phoenix team.
First off, let me frame it. I think the three best coaching jobs, and you can spin it in any order you want, have been by Pop, Hornacek, and Tibbs. Okay.
And I think Carlisle's in there too. I think that's your top four for Coach of the Year.
Terrific coaching jobs by those four guys. All NBA performer. Dragic deserves to be third team, at least.
Chris Paul, Harden, and Curry. I have to pick two for first team.
The first two are first team. Curry, second team.
Would you be mad if I put Curry over Chris Paul?
You can't do that.
Chris Paul missed 18 games.
I know injuries do happen.
That's 22% of the season.
I know, but still. He's more of a complete guard. The Clippers' whole flow, that old wide pick and roll, it happens because of Chris Paul. Plus, he competes defensively.
Well,
he gets steals also.
That's why you don't put Stephen Curry on the first team, because he makes. Actually, no, he's better than Damian Lillard. Slightly. But who would be your fourth guard? I really feel like it's probably Goran Dragic.
It is. He's up there.
I'm voting for him for second team All-NBA.
He deserves that. Don't forget about Tony Parker.
Well, he's playing 28 minutes a game.
You got to reward winning.
I know. He's my third team.
Yeah, you got to reward winning.
28 minutes a game, you can't make my top 10.
Yeah, so those are the guards in that conversation. And that, again, you got Hornacek. You got Gerald Green, who deserves to be most improved.
I agree.
He's a heat check guy.
Would you put him for most improved, or would you put him in the running for sixth man with Taj Gibson?
I think Jamal Crawford's sixth man.
Gerald Green, I think, has the weird thing. He could be most improved and sixth man of the year. And same thing for Markieff Morris.
Gerald Green does one thing that I really love.
Heat check?
He got a quick release.
He does.
Okay, when you watch him shoot, you're like, no!
Yeah.
Then you're like, oh, he's making those.
Yeah.
I remember playing against T-Mac. He had that too. At that size, that athleticism. Normally, players that make jump shots don't shoot it like they're jumping off a pogo stick.
Yeah.
And that's what he does. He's come out of nowhere. I think he's the most improved player in the league.
You know, Gerald Green drafted by the Celtics, and he fell to number 18. And my dad and I were so excited. We're like, oh, my God, this guy was supposed to go sixth. He fell to us. He's so talented. Watched him play. One of the most athletically gifted Celtics of all time, right? Could jump 5 feet in the air and, you know, as you said, perfect jump shot, quick release. Had no idea how to play basketball. And Doc, I think he probably cost Doc about 8 years of his life. Just Doc watching him and just like self-combusting. Had no idea how to switch, had no idea how to run plays. I've never seen anybody who understood basketball less. And now you watch him on Phoenix, and he's really turned into kind of a crafty player who still has all that athleticism.
And a young veteran.
Yeah.
See, he's one of those kind of guys that if he was out of the league right now, we wouldn't think twice about it.
He was out of the league.
Correct.
He was in the D-League.
Correct. Didn't think twice about him.
We should have mentioned him in the All I'm Happy for Him team. Why didn't Gerald Green get some love?
We giving him love right now.
All right, he's our sixth man.
Yes, indeed.
Of the All I'm Happy for Them team.
And most improved. He's in that conversation. So because of those guys, now all of a sudden you get Bledsoe back in the lineup. Dragic and Bledsoe in the backcourt, that could be a problem come playoff time for a team that's a higher seed.
And you know what else? I've been thinking about Kevin Love a lot and how poorly Minnesota has done compared to what talent they had. Because I do feel like if some of these teams are going to win 50 games, then Minnesota should have also won 50 games. And I thought Rick Adelman did a bad job. I know he's got a lot of personal stuff going on, but that team was rudderless the whole season. I think part of your job when you're a coach, when you have a weird roster, is to kind of flip it and say, who can I play that will put the other team at a disadvantage and make the other team say, oh, crap, they're doing that. Hornacek from day one is like, all right, here are my assets. I'm going to play this way. I'm going to go balls to the wall. I'm going to do my 2 guards. I'm going to penetrate. I'm going to go to the rim as much as I possibly can. And I'm going to shoot threes. And I'm just going to make teams say, even though it seems like we should be beating them, this sucks. I hate playing this team. And he did that from day one.
To further your point, because we had this conversation, you would think that means playing Kevin Love at center.
Yes.
Because he can still rebound for his position.
But they paid Pekovic $60 million.
Correct. He rebounds for his position. He would create a mismatch problem immediately on paper.
But the thing is, they play Kevin Love at power forward because it's like, well, he's not a center. He can't protect the rim. You're not protecting the rim anyway. So why not swing it to your advantage, go undersized, make him the center, and just do this? Because that's your best chance.
And that's why when we just listed Coach of the Year candidates,
Rick Adelman was not on the
listed.
list. Phoenix is playing 2 point guards at the same time. It's working. They figured out how to do that dueling banjos thing. And the other thing,
But there's a but.
Okay.
That style still has to prove it can win consistently at a championship level.
They're not going to win a title this year. Dragic, can we officially say he's Ginobili?
He's crafty.
Is he the new Ginobili? Is he the new Ginobili?
He is.
The Ginobili remix?
But here's the thing that I kind of scratched my head that people didn't see. Every time he got a chance to play, especially the last 2 years, he had explosive moments.
Well, and he also did in the playoffs.
Correct. What he did
owned
against
San Antonio. Oh, that's on YouTube. We got to bring. Hold on, I got to.
Oh, no.
The legend got his butt kicked in a trade. He traded his #1 pick this year, Gerald Green, and the other Plumlee brother.
For
Scola, and that's it. That was a terrible trade. Come on, legend.
It happens to the best of them.
Maybe he wanted to show he was human. I really like this Phoenix team. And then we didn't even mention the Morris twins. But you know what's amazing? So they trade their center like the week before the season, right? Starting center, Marcin Gortat. They pick Alex Len with the 5th pick in the draft. They get nothing from him the whole season. And yet they're still going to win 50 games. I don't want to say they whiffed on the 5th pick because it was such a bad draft and he was injured. They knew he probably was going to help this year, but they got nothing with the top 5 pick. Nothing.
I got to mention something with Gortat. Stay tuned with him as a player and his contractual status.
You mean him getting overpaid by Washington?
If he's not overpaid by Washington, I think he's more of a productive player than people really realize.
I agree with you, actually.
Yeah.
But I think he's going to get overpaid. Big guys get overpaid. He'll get. He's an $8 million a year player who should make 12. I mean, Tiago Splitter makes $9 million.
How much does Omir Ashik make?
He's going to make 15 next year.
Okay, gotcha.
Centers get overpaid. You should come back in your next life as a center. Last thing on Phoenix. Why couldn't they give our buddies in San Antonio a little match here in round 1?
Now that may be a problem.
Dragic, little history of being a San Antonio killer.
But also,
the 2 guards at the same time. The Morris twins.
It's the oldest play in the book that's going to be the death of the San Antonio Spurs if they play against Phoenix, potentially. I would still pick the Spurs to win the series.
Me too.
But they would pick and roll them so much it'll make your head spin.
Well, and also, you got an old team against a young legs, athletic. But the one thing I love about Phoenix, Hornacek knows this. Even after made baskets, yeah, he tells his guards, I don't care if it's a miss or a make, we're running after every, and that's what they'll do to San Antonio. They'll try to run them off the floor. Now watch this. Now the Phoenix will get swept and everybody will be nuts. You guys are losers. You thought Phoenix. If I'm San Antonio, I wouldn't enjoy a Phoenix series.